welcome back to the railway. Today we're going to have a look at this Hornby diesel multiple unit. It is a class 153 and she is in the regional railways livery, and I'll explain who regional railways were throughout the course of the video. This is a diesel multiple unit. So what a multiple unit is instead of having just a separate locomotive up at the front of the train and separate carriages, you basically have a driver's cab, passenger compartment, and the engine and all the equipment for powering the train is underneath the body of the train. So the multiple units were started to be built in the 1950s, replacing steam-hauled trains, and they just proved more efficient and cost effective, and very quickly they expanded the multiple unit classes throughout the whole network. So we'll have a quick look at the detail on this. We'll have a look running. I'll have plenty of running of this locomotive, and I'll go into why it's actually a British Rail locomotive, but it's under the branding of regional railways. So we'll have a look at it and we'll see what you think of it. This one actually cost me €110, which I think is around the 95 sterling. You'd be doing very well to get it for that money now. And this livery, the regional railways, I think it's the nicest livery that they do this model in. So let's have a quick look at what regional railways are, and then we'll go very much into depth on this locomotive and its detail and its performance. So between the period of British Rail ending and privatisation beginning in the railways in the UK, there was a period called sectorization, and basically what it involved was British Rail being broken up into various companies that had to manage themselves. And we're going to have a look at those companies and their branding now. So those various companies were Intercity, Regional Railways, Network South East, and Rail Freight. Rail Freight was broken even further into distribution sectors, and they all had their individual brands. As I said, Rail Freight was broken into even further companies. So we had coal, we had petroleum, metals, construction, general, and distribution. And they all had their particular branding, as in this class 26 here. So this was coal, the 4 diamonds, and I'm going to put up a small picture of all the other companies' branding. So that's how British Rail was broken up during the sectorisation period, and regional railways was one of those companies. North of the border in Scotland, they went under the branding of ScotRail, and they had a livery very similar to the regional railways livery. Diesel multiple unit. The word multiple in that phrase can confuse people because it means more than one of, but you could have a DMU as a single car unit, as in the class 153 we're looking at today. You can also have them in 2 car units and 3 car units. They could also be coupled together, so you could have a 3 car unit coupled with a 2 car unit of a different class, so making forming a longer train, and that would be a hybrid unit really. So this class 153, I think it was born out of the class 155. So the class 155 was a 2 car unit. So what they did, they took one of those carriages from the class 155 and obviously just built another cab at that end and made it a single unit. So very versatile. I think they were easy enough to build, steel body construction, and they served for a long time on the British Rail network. This would be a 2nd generation diesel multiple unit. Even the 1st generation multiple units, that were built in the 1950s. They served well beyond their time. Other than this Class 101 at the back. They went into service in 1955 and they weren't completely retired until 2003. So that's, you know, a very, very long time. So just looking at the detail on the model, really nice cab ends. They look quite realistic. Has lights, so you can see the lighting panels there. There's front lights and there's rear tail lights as well. And it's kind of a gangway style door right in the middle of the driver's cab. Also has the snow plow fitted to the bottom of the train. The model does come with NEM couplings. They can fit to this if you want to join it with other diesel multiple units, but I'm just going to keep the snow plow on it. Just warning stickers there for the overhead. There's a information panel there, data panel it is. Nice wipers there, and it has the destination Derby at this end, and on this end it has Crewe. This end is exactly the same as the other one. On the side you've got really intricate rivet detail. The rivets are kind of everywhere really. They're all around the windows, down the sides of the panels. It's hard to zoom in on them. And the underframe detail, if I put the model down, it's pretty good. It's you can see the battery boxes and the I don't know if there's an air canister. It might be an air canister, but very nice underbody detail. You can see when you turn it over, like, it's pretty good, you know, very nicely done. Actually, you don't see the exhaust on this, but it must be somewhere. Maybe it's in the middle. Yeah, can't figure out where the exhaust is, but it has to be there somewhere. Anyway, and the roof, presumably these are some kind of ventilation on the top of the roof there. You see actually the gangway door there. If it needs to be coupled up to another class of DMU or even another 153 unit. But yeah, the detail's not bad. The bogies they're simple enough, but they're okay. Yeah. You can see the I think that might be the buttons for the doors. I don't know. Maybe it is. The paintwork's pretty good. Pretty nice, nicely applied. Red canter rail stripe for the just before the roof there, just for I think that was a safety measure. I think it goes around the top of the cab end as well. Just because of the overhead catenary, I think that you put that red stripe on them. If I'm wrong, somebody can correct me. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So let's have a look at this on the track, because she is, oh yeah, before I put on the track. So this is the powered end. There's only a motor in one end of this this train, and they have it nicely hidden. There's no windows. Since this window here is blanked out. Don't know whether that was a toilet, could have been. And it's nicely hidden away, and the motor is really good. It's a 5-pole motor. So we're going to have a look at that motor in action now, because this is very, very smooth, this this train on the track. Let's see what you think. So I have her running away at a really low speed, but look how smooth it is. It's unbelievable. So she's running off the Gauge Master Combi. She's currently on just below the 30 on the Combi. Really good control of this. And look at this for steady, very steady. No juddering, no stuttering. Reasonably quiet. You can see the red lights there. Tail lights. She's quite long, this unit. Off she goes, steady as a bee. Very smooth. I'll turn the combi up to the 30, so she's almost gone up slightly, and she's going very steadily away. Go at a nice cruising speed, this loco. See how she can handle the old point work. Always good to do this to test locomotives. See how they can handle it. That was very smooth. Very smooth indeed. Gonna let her run down here through the point work and over the bridge. See how she handles that. Oh, that was very smooth as well. Very solid on the track. So I actually have an isolating track down there where she is at the moment, but the unit is that long because it picks up from the trailing bogie and the motor bogie that it doesn't take any effect. So I have her isolated at the moment by this point here. So when I flick that switch, point switch there, she'll fire into action. Have the controller set already. So flick the point. She should make her way over the bridge, and there we go. Probably gone a bit too quick. Will she manage the point work at that speed? No bother at all. So this locomotive, she's very smooth on the track. She can manage the point work. No jumping on the point work or sticking or anything. Reasonable detail, and I picked up for a pretty good price. So I thoroughly recommend them. If you guys are thinking of picking up a diesel multiple unit, I think this is one of the best. So hopefully another video will go up soon enough, and until then, hope everyone takes care, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.